Okay, so this is gonna look very weird, but I decided why not? Okay, it has been a while since I've ever like tackled my own stuff. I remember I did this last year, but it was kind of a different thing. But yeah. So what's going on, everybody? Jacinto212 here, and welcome to Ice's Big Adventure. I know this is Ice Big Adventure. I meant Ice's Big Adventure. Let me explain. This is a very old game. This is a game I made actually a year ago, and it's gonna hit its second anniversary on August 5th. So look forward to an update. But I decided, why not give you guys a developer's perspective on what I made? Because this is one of my first RPG Maker games like I've ever like tackled. So yeah, and it got so much like love and support, which is why it continues to be a series today. So I figured, fuck it, let's give it let's go ahead and give it some love and give it some attention. Let me go ahead and tell you guys what's what. It began my day like any other. Then again, anything can happen. Let's see how your adventure goes or ends. Does my dog not sound menacing yet? Not? No? Oh, well, let's go ahead and start your adventure. What a beautiful day. We better see what my mom's cooking. So yeah, when I was making Ice's room, my first thought was I wanted it to look comfy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I wanted it to look kind of dirty and stuff like that. Like, I know it could have, like, it's not perfect. I could have done it a whole lot better, especially with my experience now with RPG Maker. Oh, I could have done better, but this is back then, so it's my first game. So that's the reason, you know, I hope you guys let me get away with a few things since this is my first game. So, but you are free to give feedback. It doesn't matter if it's, to me, as long as you are not, as long as your criticism is, well, critical and not, you know, just being mean on purpose, you are free to give me feedback as much as you wish. I do not care. Like, loads of people have done that, and I respect their opinion. Like, I get some people that tell me they don't like this chapter, or they just don't like Ice's Big Adventure at all, and that's perfectly fine. I get a lot of people tell me they love it, and then I get some people that tell me they hate it. And to me, that's perfectly fine. You're allowed to give criticism. But yeah, anyway, so, like I said, I wanted this room to kind of look kind of like dirty, like Ice doesn't clean her room as often. Like, there's clothes all over her dresser. There's swords all over the wall, stuff like that. Anyway, so let me see. Okay, perfect. And then what's her status? This is Ice. She's pretty weird. She loves helping people out whenever she can. Like I said, when I wanted to make Ice's character, right, it happened. It's weird how it happened. Because, okay, I was on my bed recently. Not recently, sorry. Back when I was making this, I was on my bed, kind of pissed that I just never made games for some reason. Like, I really wanted to make some games. So that's what I did. I just got up and looked up whatever engine I could tackle first, and RPG Maker popped up, and I started making up a character, and I was like, hey, I like this girl. She has blue hair and shit. Like, what should we call her? Ice. Perfect. And she can have ice themed attacks. It's funny because she was literally like she was supposed to be just a shit post. Like, she was supposed to just be like a shit post you know, character, like a one-off character, like a character that you would just see once. But she got so much love that, as you can see, she has got a third chapter, so, and a fourth one coming soon. So yeah. Anyway, what else was do? Oh yeah, interact with the stuff. Back then, I didn't really make it. I didn't really make it as interactable as I would like it because I couldn't figure out what dialogue I wanted her to say. I wanted her to say a lot of stuff actually, but for some reason I just couldn't get it out. I don't know. Anyway, all about this piano because it makes me look cool. I can actually play it. Yeah, she likes to look cool. Let's just say that. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure the first thing, almost forgot my staff. Yeah, some people tend to forget that. And back then, like I said, I didn't know how to set up events. I didn't even know, like, I know how to set up events, but I didn't know how to set up, like, I didn't know how to make it to a point where it's required that you get her staff, basically. My spell book. I love reading these and learning spells, specifically ice spells. I know ice. I'm aware. But, yeah. Staff. Yeah, I forgot. She's already equipped with the staff, so never mind. Okay. Hey, it's only been 3 minutes. I've been talking to y'all about 3 minutes about, like I said, this is the developer's perspective, so I'm just literally telling you the behind the scenes type of thing. Okay. Well, breakfast time. Morning, honey. Breakfast should be on the table. Oh, thanks, Mom. You're welcome, honey. Okay, so with the living room, I wanted it to kind of like, I don't know, I wanted it to look more like a castle a little bit. Not like really a castle, but like just kind of a normal house. I know the outside looks weird because it's my first time creating a house. Because I don't know, I wanted her to like have sort of a comfy home, basically. Like here's her, a single parent and a dog, and then two statues that just for some reason she has a map of not really the world, but a map, but nonetheless, it's a fake map. She has a fake map that her mom kind of uses to trick Ice into thinking that she knows about the world, because Ice is a little dense. Like, let's just say that Ice is not the smartest one in the ship, but I still love her because she's awesome, and I'm sure I'm glad the fans seem to love her too. And obviously, she has another piano that she can use, all that stuff, and then a lot of people are probably going to wonder what happened to the mom in the third chapter. I actually wanted to add something in the third chapter, but I'll probably tackle that when I get there. I'll probably go ahead and do a playthrough of all three chapters, including the fourth one that takes place before chapter 2, upcoming Trinity, and kind of explain to you guys what's going to happen and what happened and why it didn't happen. Hey, Bruce. Woof. Wait, what? I mean, woof, woof. Yeah, I kind of realized that when I kind of realized that I have some that's the thing. I watched so much Day Surf at Freddy's and in DBZ Abridged that I just kind of, like I said, Ice's Big Adventure was supposed to be a shitpost, but she just so happened to get kind of popular that I guess she kind of became her own thing now. Anyway, let's get this started. Because when it came down to her, Ice's mom's character, here's one thing I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. Ice is adopted. There is a reason. I'm pretty sure, I feel like you guys can probably tell, but Ice is adopted. This is her adoptive mother. Now, Ice's mother doesn't... There's no plan to really introduce Ice's mother's... I can't talk. There's no plan to introduce Ice's mother right now, but there is a plan to introduce her at some point. But yeah, I was going to leave. I'm trying to talk to you. Is there something you want? I mean, is there something you want, hon? We're at my friend's house again. Should be right outside, hon. That doesn't answer my question. Where is it exactly? Like, what spot? How are you, Mom? I'm doing good, hon. Bye. I like how you can just go bye. What's going on, Ice? Bye. All right. That was good. Thanks, Mom. You're welcome, Ice. Also, could you go to the shop and get some plates? We're running out of them. Yes, Mom. Nah. So with this one scene, I kind of wanted to make it, because I was also playing some old school games like Sonic Battle, something like that. I forget what it's called, but in one of the scenes, there's a scene where you can pick an option, but it doesn't matter. I see the dog is walking into the kitchen, but no, I'm getting distracted. There's a scene where you're actually able to pick a decision, and if you pick no, then Sonic's gonna be like, really, you think I'm gonna let you pick that? Like, he literally says that. And then if you pick yes, obviously, the story continues. So I'm not sure if it works here, but I guess it's good to try it. Let's go with yes, Mom. I want this to go smoothly. Thanks, honey. Alright, so now we have an objective. We need to go get some plates. And I did a lot of spelling errors back then, by the way. So yeah, this is Surgic Town. So when creating Surgic Town, this is going to sound really crazy because back then my name used to be Surgic. So I wanted to create something that was kind of based around, Surgic Town. Now, when creating this town, I wanted this to be completely separate from my name, right? That's the reason I changed my name to Zento, because Surgic is not me. Surgic is a completely separate entity. In fact, he's not really a good person as much as the series is portraying to be. Like, yeah, you guys are going to learn that sooner or later when the series goes on. But right now, Surgic is a good person. In this chapter, anyway. He gets captured in the first 5 minutes, but it's fine. What's going on, me? Or old school? What's going on, character? Hi! Welcome to Surgic Town. Nice to meet you. Are you Surgic? Are you? Sure, I hope so. It'd be pretty weird if there are other versions of me. So, this is supposed to be a reference to the fact that back then I used to do a gacha series. I was 14, leave me alone. But I used to do a gacha series, and back then another character was just so happened to be called Surgic. So this was supposed to be a reference to that. This was supposed to be a reference to the fact that there was another version that was also named Surgic that exists in the gacha universe. that was supposed to be a reference to. Anyway, I've been talking to you guys for 8 minutes, and we're going to keep going. Did you know I have a daughter? I think you're friends with her. You should visit her. Oh yeah, I forgot. So you'll see her in a minute. You guys will know what I'm talking about. Actually, I think some of you guys seen her on Game Jolt and Twitter and stuff like that. But you'll see her. The plates I need. Let's get home. You got plates. Go back to the house and put them on the table. All right. So, okay, let me go ahead and address the house. Like I said, guys, was my first RPG Maker game. I wanted her house to look like a glass house, but I realized that didn't make any sense. So I kind of wish I can go back and change this, but I didn't want to I don't want to change it right now because I want the continuity. I don't know how to pronounce it. I want the continuity. I can't say the words anymore. Apparently I can't talk. I want it to be consistent is what I'm trying to say. So the house will probably stay the same, but I'm definitely going to change it up a bit to make it look more like a glass house than this. So yeah, in the future anyway. Let's go back in here. Alright, so as far as I'm concerned, you can just go here and then poof. Thank you, hon. You just gave the plates to your mom. I should have put it on your table. Why don't you go visit your friend in the Yellow Castle? Okay, so a lot of y'all are probably going to get confused, but the Yellow Castle is probably... it used to look a lot different, actually, than what it is now. It used to just be one of the assets in RPG Maker, but I realized I kind of want to make her house look like a house, so that's what I did. It looks different at the end, though, because I forgot to change it. Like I said, first game, guys, please go easy on me. And then, for those of you that are Gacha fans and stuck around for the Gacha series, you may recognize a certain woman here, Hawkeye. Now, for those of you that are new, Hawkeye is a villain that used to exist in my Gacha series. She was supposed to be known as this villain that kind of just hated Surgic and wanted to kill him off and just didn't care. She, in DBZ terms, she's the Frieza. she just does not like Surgic whatsoever. So you're probably thinking, why is she in this universe? Who is she? So, one thing's for certain, they're both separate universes. So Hawkeye in the Gacha universe is how she is in that universe. In this universe, she's a one-off, so she's pretty much just here for an Easter egg. She's actually a tutorial, more like that. She's more like a tutorial more than a character, but yeah, so who is Surgic? Surgic is the president of this town. He makes decisions and describes what will happen, or decides what will happen. And then why is the guy blocking the way? He likes to test people to see if they're tough enough to go. He likes to test people to see if they're tough enough to go to that land. Who are you? I'm Hawkeye. Come see me if you need any more help. See, she's supposed to be just, she's supposed to just be, well, that, tutorial. Now, if you played third chapter, this guy is actually foreshadowing the third chapter. So, when I made this character, I was because my first thought was, okay, so what lore can we give Ice? Okay, we can give lore that she was brainwashed. We can give lore that she was brainwashed, right? She had her memories wiped, but some people still remember her for her past and do not forgive her. And this is one of those guys that do not forgive her, as you can tell by the dialogue. Go away! Just want to say hello. You need to leave. I wonder if her friends know what you did. See what I mean? Like, I wanted some characters to foreshadow that Isis has a kind of a shady past that she was not in control of back then. Anyway, so he's a little girl. Did you know Surgic has a brother? How do I know that? Don't worry about it. I stalk Surgic. First game, guys. Please come easy on me. Show you on the other side of this map. But if you want to go over there, you'll have to go past the big mean guy over there. And then there's me. No, I have a daughter. I think you're friends with her. Oh, yeah, okay. Just go inside. Yep. Okay. I don't know why I changed the music here, but, yeah. I wanted Eleanor to have her own palace. Like a big palace that she can live in. 12 minutes. I'm still gonna keep talking to you about it because it's just fun to kind of give you guys insight. But yeah, so when designing when designing Eleanor's palace, I wanted her to have like stuff a woman would probably want, at least for her anyway. Stuff that would fit her personality, because she's a girly girl, but she's also like overly nice. Like dialogue probably doesn't really do much to prove my point, but the thing about Eleanor's character is that she's overly nice. I don't know how she got accepted to being a knight, but she's overly nice for someone who is a knight. She serves the Surgic Kingdom, but she often likes to help other people when she needs to. That's her character. And this is her palace that has teddy bears. Still have these? Of course I love stuffed animals. Oh, it probably went like, you still have these? Of course, I love stuffed animals. That's probably what it meant. And then I kind of wanted to add some dialogue there where it's like, go ahead, take my stuff. Magic Wand was found. So back then, like I said, I didn't know how to use RPG Maker as much. I just kind of used the stuff that I have, that I was given. And you know what? I probably should save. I don't know why I did not do that. There we go. But yeah, so back then, it's my first RPG Maker game. So my first thought was, oh, well, let's just use the stuff that we were given. And then in the future, when I get better at RPG Maker, I'll make my own assets. And let me tell you guys, look forward to the future. Let's just say that. But yeah, so now I've pretty much interacted with everything, except for one thing. Actually, most players didn't get this, but when you interact with this note, I like the way the note looks. Kind of reminds me of Smash Brothers for some reason, so when you interact with it, you got invited too? Yep. I like this dialogue because it's implying that Ice also got invited to Smash Bros. But yeah. So I probably should have made it, you know, not mandatory. I probably should have made it, like, required for you to get Eleanor a part of your team. Because she's literally a part of the story, like she plays a role into the story. I don't know, like I said, it's my first RPG Maker, guys. Anyway, what up, Ice? How are you? Hey, Eleanor, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually going to search for my big sister. I'm visiting the little village to see if she's there. But Eleanor, you know it's dangerous over there. It's full of monsters. Ice, my sister is really important to me. I must go find her. Besides, Dad is being too slow, so I'll go there. Then how about I come with you? I guess so, but you must stay by my side at all times, okay? I'm only letting you come with me because you're my friend. Promise I won't hold you back. Oh, there's recording. Okay. So when designing Eleanor, I wanted her to kind of come across as like... She's like a mix of... I'm trying to think. She's like a mix of Yang from Ruby, and also like she's overly nice. So it's like I'm trying to think what other characters like overly nice. I'm trying to think because this other character Toriel. That's what it was. Yeah, she's a mix of Toriel and Yang. So she's tough, but she's just too nice. Anyway, so now we got Eleanor, so we can go to the next mission. My voice fucking cracked. Do not bring that up. I will tell you now that it meant nothing. Anyway, Eleanor is Surgic's second daughter. She's kind and brave. So yeah, like I said, with Eleanor's character, we wanted her to, because the inspiration for her character came from, you know, Yang and Toriel. I really like those two characters, and I was like, what if those two were mixed up? And here's Eleanor, who is literally a knight, but she's just overly nice. Now her skills don't reflect that, because back then I didn't know how to make custom skills, at least not much anyway. So yeah, I kind of just made whatever was possible, and yeah. I think you can go into Surgic's castle as well. So here's Surgic's castle. Not much to really be seen here, but you can kind of just explore. I didn't know how to use tile sets as much, so I kind of just put that there. I wish I could add some dialogue and just say, here's a brick that Surgic kind of just put there. Anyway, so the cool thing I also wanted to make was the interactable armors, like to show that Surgic has been collecting armors over the years. Like he's an experienced, he used to be an experienced knight, but now he's currently a king, so he kind of just owns a village. I know I said president before, but I kind of want to change that to king at some point, so yeah, because, you know, I don't know if presidents existed back in the medieval days, so yeah. This is Surgic's armor. This is Surgic's other armor. This is Surgic's other armor. This is Surgic's other armor. You're really obsessed with these armors, huh? Like, this is okay. When I made that dialogue, I wanted Ice to be known for breaking the fourth wall as well, because essentially sometimes she'll do that, kind of like Deadpool a little bit, where she'll break the fourth wall and kind of like call out the player for kind of just doing that, or sometimes like compliment the player for doing it. Either way, she'll talk to the fourth wall basically. And then we can take Surgic's stuff as per usual, and then we can talk to Hawkeye once more. Hey, me again. Just there to tell you that there are some people who can join your team, so try to talk to as many people as possible. And then that's just for healing, so we don't need to go there because we've never been in the battle yet, so there's no reason to go there. So, oh yeah, okay. Actually, let me tell you a fun fact. I know I said this is a separate universe, but I actually was planning to make Hawkeye. I don't know why I didn't have music in this area. This feels so empty. But I was going to tell you that, yeah, I was going to make Hawkeye an actual villain, just like how she was in the Gacha universe. but I decided to go against it because this series kind of already has a villain now. So yeah, not only that, but when I added her as a villain the first time, she bugged out. Like, she literally bugged the game. So I was like, is Hawkeye haunted? Because when I changed her out for a different villain, the game worked. So yeah, that's the reason I was like, you know what, let's just keep her as an NPC and that's it. Anyway. Well, yeah, so anyway, now we got Eleanor, we got our armor and stuff like that. Let's just go ahead and, yeah. Can't get past here unless you can beat me. So for the first, this is not, I don't really, the music's so loud. I wish I could change it. But I was going to tell you that, for the bosses here, I wanted it to be, I don't know, I wanted this to be easy, you know what I mean? Like, for the first boss, I wanted it to be easy. And I don't know, I didn't want it to be overly hard, right? Because this ain't no Elden Ring. There's no reason for it to be hard. Right? At least that's how I see it. So, because I wanted, the type of games that I'm obsessed with are the type of games to get harder as you keep going. So, basically, I just kind of made the first boss, like, easy. This is not, I wouldn't even count this a boss. It's more like just kind of your first battle. Alright, let's go. And we got a lot of potions for him, so yeah. Good job at beating me. Just be aware, there are a lot of strong enemies over there. I hope Jody fixes this issue. It's funny how that character doesn't really return in Chapter 3. Like, I guess I can... See, the cool part about owning a series is that you can make whatever shit up. So we can just say that he is dead. He is dead. He's gone. But, yeah, like I said, I wanted the first battle to be easy. Because I didn't want it to be overly hard. Because games don't have to be overly hard to be fun, right? So that's kind of my thought process. Anyway, let's go to Little E Village, shall we? Little E Village. So, the thing with Little E Village, right? You're probably thinking, why did I pick that name? My brother wanted to be in this game. And it's funny enough, that's also a reference to my Gacha series, where I have a character named Little E who was based off of my brother, because he wanted to be in it, so therefore I decided to be nice and add him in there. But yeah, so Little E Village, when I designed his character, he was supposed to be like my brother, basically, but just different. It's funny, because I wanted to make him a one-off character, and he currently is, but, you know, he'll most likely come back at some point. I'm thinking, like, probably in a further chapter when we get there. But, yeah, like I said, for him, I mainly made it so that, you know, he's kind of a character that kind of tells you, hey, your sister should be in said world or whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't want this to drag on for too long. Anyway. You want to go inside that castle? Psh, good luck. That place is full of monsters. That's all there's waiting for, but yeah, so, sorry, I saw my dog move very quickly. That scared the shit out of me. And, but yeah, so, another thing I wanted to add was an Easter egg to my secret project. Now, my secret project is something you guys don't know about. I never even hinted at it. The only way I hinted at it was through my games. Like I said, you would have to play my games in order to see that secret character. Now, this was I'll go ahead and tell you guys now, but this was her before she became her own sprite. So this character was supposed to represent a secret character, in which, as you can tell by the dialogue, was currently, yeah. Let's just say you'll see her a lot more. Also, I don't know what happened to her. She is currently missing. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what happened to her sprite, but she is missing. Seems to also be locked. But yeah, so when designing this whole map, I wanted this to be like I got the inspiration from FNAF World, where you kind of just walk a bit further and it's snowy. If you walk a bit further down, then it's sunny or rainy. So that's kind of what I have down right here. At least that's what I wanted, and that's what I was aiming for. Don't be wrong, like I said, I could have easily done better on these tile sets and just overall made it look more appealing. But I tried my best. Like I said, my first game. 22 minutes, that's crazy. What the? Oh, okay, I forgot that was there. That was just there for yeah, decoration. Anyway, so Snowy Palace. When I can't talk. Snowy Palace is what I meant to say. When designing this, I wanted there to be like a reference to Chapter 3 because I knew I was gonna make a Chapter 3. I was actually planning just to make this a trilogy, but the Chapter 3 got so much love, I decided screw it, we're making a Chapter 4. But yeah. So I wanted there to be a reference to her to show that the character Ice used to be existed, and she can't get away from it. Here in Chapter 1, as you can see, she is oblivious, but Eleanor does call out the fact that that statue kind of looks like her, but a little different. She in the dialogue, she didn't say different, but obviously you can tell she looks different by just looking at it. But I wanted there to be not Easter egg, but a reference to the third chapter, because the third chapter really digs into Ice's lore, right? So I wanted there to really show that, yeah, Chapter 3 is probably going to be the big arc. Because right now, it comes down to Ice's big adventure. We are getting into the Ice arc. Basically, we're going to go into Ice's origin a lot more than we did in Chapter 3. Now, Chapter 1 and 2 kind of just introduces you to the world of Ice's big adventure. It introduces you to these characters, you know, introduces you to the world, all that stuff. So yeah, anyway, so there's carrots. Oh, carrots. I thought you love carrots. Oh, whew, that scared the heck out of me. Okay, so like I said, my first RPG Maker game, so I'm in my first enemy, Cold Man, who surprisingly can take hits from ice. Yeah, level 2. Strong attack learns. Sweet. I don't know why you can get enemies in here, but you can. Like I said, first RPG Maker game. I kind of wanted it to be kind of like Pokemon, where you would just kind of come across. Wait, we already said that dialogue. I forgot she says that. But I kind of wanted to make it so that you'll come across him here and there. He's like your level up, basically. So yeah, very nice. And he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so. What is this? Who put this here and why? I'm kind of hungry now. And we didn't lose any health. Oh yeah, wait, there is dialogue between the dolls that you can get. So let's just get rid of him. He's dead. Good. Ice level 3, sleep learned. Okay, there's supposed to be look out! Oh yeah, like I said, there is supposed to be some dialogue between the dolls. Like maybe I was thinking like maybe the dolls can like talk to you about your past and stuff like that, specifically Ice's past if you played Chapter 3 or at least watch someone play it. But yeah. Ow, that hurt me. How dare you? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use this attack because this attack is just way more helpful in terms of taking care of loads of enemies. But yeah, like I said, I wanted the enemies to be easy, stuff like that, because there was actually plans to make every single enemy hard, right? Because I was playing so much. Well, that was strange. This one looked kind of creepy, not to me. Why does this doll give me a bad energy? But yeah, I was gonna say I kind of wanted it to be, because originally it was gonna be like Elden Ring hard, where every boss, not every boss, but every enemy was gonna be super tough, and you would literally have to work hard on leveling up. But like I said, I kind of wanted this to be this is my first RPG, right? So I wanted this to be just fun, right? A fun RPG. But yeah, why? Because I said so. Go away or you'll get hurt. Fine, I guess I'll have to force a way in. Yeah, I didn't have a sprite for the guy, so I just made him a worm. I didn't have a sprite for the guy, so he was a worm. And yeah, for the first boss, this is probably going to be really hard if I was just saying, this is probably going to be really hard if you didn't get potions. But look for us, we did, so it's fine. Got a crit. Go ahead and heal. Perfect. Okay. Gonna do strong attack. But yeah, I wanted this boss to be like hard but easy at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's a type of boss that you can't beat on the first try, but you can beat the moment you wake up the next day. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I went for, because you can level up and just beat him that way. And I forgot Ice's attacks don't work. Not against the boss anyway. I can heal. I can do this. He should be dead. Almost dead. Because, yeah. Just do this. This should work. Please die. God dang it. Oh, Eleanor, no. Oh. Okay, well, I don't know if we'll be able to win this battle now, because, yeah, we kind of need one of her attacks to do this, so, yeah. Well, let's see. We can try. We're probably going to die in our first, like, try, so you know what? Let's go ahead and just take the hit. Let's go ahead and take the hit, and we'll just try again, no worries. And we just saved as well, so it works. Alright, let's try again, shall we? But yeah, I died to my own boss. I guess you guys can go ahead and put that down. The creator of his own game died to his own boss. But hey, sometimes that happens. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Okay, well actually I'm going to put you to sleep first, because if I do that, then that would make things a lot easier to deal with, so yeah. But yeah, so it was my first, like I said, my first, you know, game, so I wanted it to have health bars, because I figured I really like games that show the health bars of your enemies, because it makes it easier to fight. Or at least more soothing to fight is what I should say. And we are out of the thing, but no worries. We'll just, I don't know. we'll try something, damn it. As long as we keep Eleanor alive for this boss, we should be good. Yeah, I'm not sure why I made it so that Ice can't really do damage, but no worries. We'll just keep her alive. As long as we keep someone alive to heal, we should be good. See, now Ice is gonna die right here, but oh, never mind. I guess Ice is immune to dying now. Okay, let's keep healing her and this. But yeah, like I said, it was my first. I know I keep saying this, but it's like my first game, so. Okay, well she's dead. That's cool. We can just. We're probably gonna just heal her up, so no worries. Level 4, so. Fine, go, but if you die, it's not my fault. As you disappear into the abyss. Okay, we got a full potion as well, and I think there should be a healer back there, so let's go in there. I said there should be. And there is also, I forgot, there's also castle music kind of playing, but yeah. Yep. Alright, there we go. Now we're all healed up and ready to go. So yeah, there's also should be a bear boss somewhere, but I guess I don't know. I don't know where it went. Either I removed it or I just overall didn't add it in. So yeah. Is that a bear? Oh, there it is. Oh, speaking of the bear boss. Oh, yeah, I didn't have a sprite for the bear either, so I kind of just made it this way. So yeah. Let's put them all to sleep. Let's just do her attack. Please don't do Toxic Fog. Oh yeah, there's a reason why there's a reason why I added the option to get an antidote, so that way you don't have to worry about getting poisoned. And it didn't even work, so it's fine. Okay, let's do strong attack, kill you off. And then we got nothing but this bee to take care of. So yeah, like I said, I didn't have much to work with, and it was my first game, so yeah. So I kind of just used RPG Maker assets because they were just there and they were very helpful. And it was there to help me get my point across. So yeah. Yeah, man, perfect. This place is abandoned. Better look around. Maybe we'll find some clues. Okay, let's go ahead and save here because yeah. 30 minutes, yep. Now I'm gonna continue talking about it too. But yeah, when designing the the castle, I wanted it to look like a villain's castle. You know what I mean? Like, this is a castle that literally has the villains in it. Now, obviously, I wanted to also show that people have been doing a little bit of witchcraft and stuff like that over here, because they've been trying to get monsters to do what they wanted, but it didn't work out, as you can see by the way that it looks. Anyway, I don't know why that's there. Like I said, I don't know why I made some of this stuff the way it is. You would have to speak to past me, because obviously I can tell you some stuff, but you know, obviously some stuff is kind of the way it is because that's the way I made it. But yeah. Anyway, so if you played the upcoming Trinity, or if you just played Chapter 3, you may recognize this character. So yes, I'll go ahead and spoil it for you guys. This is a character named Trinity. She is a monster who is basically like the main boss of this chapter. She's the one who kind of works with another character that's part of the story, basically. If you played Upcoming Trinity, you'll understand. Because when I made her, I wanted her to be the main villain from the start. Like, I already liked her character design. I liked the way she looked. I had to add her into the story somehow. And turns out she was a replacement for Hawkeye when she was going to be the villain. So yeah, if anything, she worked out a lot better than previous one. Anyway, let my dad go. And what will you do if I don't? How about we find out? Okay. The lizard. You know, that would have been useful for the previous stuff, but whatever. Let's put you to sleep. Attack all enemies. Do a strong attack. The thing I always liked in RPG games is oh geez, that's not good. Never mind. I forgot, I didn't make her that strong, surprisingly. For the final boss of this chapter, surprisingly I didn't. Or, not final boss, but, well, no, she technically is the final boss, because this is probably the only boss you really come across for the main story, anyway. But anyway, let's just slash, screw it, why not? But, in RPG games, I always liked adding, in passive attacks, like sleep and stuff like that, because, please don't kill me, thank you. Okay, but no, I always liked adding in attacks like that, because it helps the player. I won't let you beat me! But yeah, it helps the player realize that they have options to win, right? Like, you don't really have to spam just attacks. You can easily make the character go to sleep and then attack, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I like to add. In the future chapters, that's kind of the plan. I wanted to add more passive custom attacks, because I have some custom attacks that I was going to add to this game as a sort of update, but I decided Ice's Big Adventure Chapter 1 doesn't need another update. The only update it needs is for his anniversary. But that's about it. Other than that, it doesn't really need an update. Because, you know, I always wanted to celebrate my game's, you know, obviously, I want to celebrate my game's second year being a game. So yeah, it's nice. It's on level 7. Great. And here she goes, walks off. I was going to add in a, fine, you beat me for now, but one day I'll find a way to bring her back. So a lot of people are probably going to wonder, what does that mean? Play Upcoming Trinity. That's all I can say, because Trinity makes a friend in which will play an important role in the stories. Let's just say that. Anyway, so here's Little E. Like I said, I wanted him to be based off my brother. This is not what he looks like, at least not with the beard, but yeah, hell yeah! Thanks for saving my castle. I'm Little E, by the way. I used to own this castle before that dirty monster took over. You know anything about my sister, like where she went? I remember helping her fight a couple of monsters, then one of the monsters took her. If you want to find her, try going to the Forest City and ask for clues. So with his character design, I wanted him to come across more as a laid-back character. Like, he's the type of character that lets you do whatever you want in his castle as long as you don't break his stuff. You know what I mean? And then here's Surgic, who got captured. Like I said, he got captured the first 5 minutes of the game. Or I guess, in my case, 30 minutes, because I've been talking for that long, so. I seem to have been caught by her. Who is she? As far as I'm concerned, this monster is intelligent enough to want power. Why does she want your power? She believes my power is enough to bring her sibling back. Thing is, my power isn't enough to do that, and I've been telling you that forever. Well, at least she's gone now, right? Yeah, for now, but she'll be back. And I'll be ready. Hey, do you know where the Forest City is? Yep, follow me and I'll show you. And then we can see another character that you guys probably recognize, which would be Ryan. If you guys play Chapter 1, that's who he is. Just go back there and he'll be straight ahead. I'm gonna make that monster pay, but how? They're everywhere. How about you join our team? Man, why not? Ryan has joined your party. So with Ryan's character, I wanted him to be a martial artist, right? Because when I made him, he already looks like a martial artist to me. Like I wanted to make a character that was stubborn but nice. You know what I mean? Like he believes his own ego is good enough to fight, right? He believes that every fight should end with a fight, right? Like every argument should end with a fight. Every talk should end with a fight. Like I said, he's like Goku if he had shorter hair. But yeah. Anyway, let's upgrade your stuff. Bam. Okay. Cause I'm not sure why his level is so damn low, but it's low. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fight him in battle. Actually, now I'm kind of scared. I'm just checking if we got anything new. Yep. And then I'm not sure if Ice did or not, but we'll see. Yep, she did. Good. And then she wouldn't get anything armor. Yeah. Nothing new. Okay, what about Ryan? I don't think there's anything new for you. You're a new character, so... Oh, you get Iron Breastplate. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and save before we continue on forward. Okay, so now we will go to... do I talk to you again? See that guy over there with the green hair? That's my brother. Alright, Sergeant. Alright, buddy. Let's go. So I wanted this to be more, when designing this area, I wanted this to be more like a hot spring, like this area you can rest in. It doesn't really come across as a hot spring now, but that's what's the intent anyway. Just like a comfy area for you to talk to. This place is so pretty. Okay. And this is your first store you'll come across. At least it's supposed to be. I don't know if I got this to work or not, but yeah. What is this boat? 40 for the night. Would you like to stay? Oh. It's supposed to be... I don't know why I picked that sprite of all things to be used, but whatever. Doesn't matter. And this music right here is nostalgic, because whenever I hear this music, it describes Ice's big adventure. It's like a story that's meant to be told. Told is not a word, but it's meant to be told in a way that's comedic but serious at the same time, because it has moments where it's serious, but most of the time it's a comedy game, so it's going to basically just be comedy, but there'll be them cracks that will slip in, and it's going to let you know that it's a serious story, or it's getting serious. Anyway, let's ask around and see if people know anything about these monsters that are appearing, and my sister as well. Okay, save again, just in case. And yeah, so with this area, I wanted this to look more like a forest area. Like a forest city, basically. Like literally a city that's with also a forest. So yeah. And then if you look here, there's a character, which 90% of you I don't think like. Like I've talked to, I'm gonna have to stop you from walking, because yeah. But no, so this is Catherine, right? That's her name, as you can tell. She was supposed to be a joke character. Her whole shtick was that she is a ghost, so she cannot attack whatsoever. No matter what you do, she cannot attack. 90% of the player base hated her. Like, everyone still hates her to this day. Because, don't get me wrong, she's going to play a major role in the next chapter. And she's not going to be like this one here. She's going to be able to attack. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, that's kind of her character. Like, she was supposed to be just a ghost character that's kind of here. I didn't even want her to be part of the story, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. She'll be part of the story. Anyway, so, you have a nice hat. Do you know about the monsters? I do know that they appear a lot, and that they can be summoned with magic. Oh, thanks. And then you can talk to her again, if you want, but yeah. And then if you go around, you can pretty much explore, pretty much. Why is that guy asking everyone out? Isn't he married? I know what he's talking about. I know what she's talking about is what I should say. Be careful, I heard there's monsters in there. I heard that if he hits you once, you're dead. Like I said, I wanted it to be more of a, I'm trying to think. Like I said, this is where my Elden Ring kind of kicked in. I was like, I want the bosses to be hard. But as you can see, this one specifically isn't hard, so I don't know why it's here. So let's just say that. Yeah, as you can see, it's not hard. I don't even know. It's just here, as you can see. Yeah. Like I said, that's basically what we're going to be fighting all day. So, yeah. Anyway, so another thing I wanted to add was like a store to go to, because I never really added that many stores in here. It's the weapon shop of the universe. Yeah, I wanted to show that this is what the world of Ice is. Ice Big Venture is basically. It's full of just crazy, wacky shenanigans, but ultimately, it's still a fun story to be told. It's still a fun story to play. And yeah, so I got 2,000 money, so 2,000 gold, so I should be able to do it. Now I can I'm free to see what would be good for her. So tax. I guess we'll get this one. I wish I had the sell option, but I didn't know how to work this, so I didn't even know I could do that before. So yeah, let's see what sounds better. This one. Yes, perfect. And then, yeah, that's kind of all we have enough to buy, so we should be good. Alright. And he's here. Okay. So many drugs. Yeah. Please go out with me. And that's what she was talking about. She was like, why is that guy asking everyone out? She should be married. Like, he shouldn't be asked to... He shouldn't be doing that. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and save again. I've been recording for a while, I know. But, I just want to give you guys a perspective on Ice. So, yeah. I love to dance. I wish people could live long enough to dance. Hello there. What do you know about these monsters? I do know that they're incredibly smart and strong. Not very helpful. Ah, sorry, I don't. But could you ask that guy in the small abandoned house? And then we got a guy just running around because he's a little bit hyper. He's just there. Or she's just there. I don't know. Either way, she's there. Yeah, you can't even interact with her. New armor. You reach down there and find nothing. Yeah, I wanted to be like kind of like Undertale, where you're able to explore and kind of just find new armor, cool armor that you can use. I don't know who can use this armor, but I would be sure to find it. I'll be sure to see. Okay, not that one. What about you? Nope. Okay, what about you? I have no hope for you, but we'll see. Okay, you can use magic, apparently, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and heal you, because I realize that you don't really... Let's get... I consider Eleanor the strongest one in this team at the moment. And I don't have a potion on me, so... Yeah... Okay, I wonder, can I just go back here? No. Okay, no wonder. No worries. Now, if Ryan dies, it's no big deal, because he's strong, but not strong like Eleanor. She's pretty tough. Anyway, let's go in here. Go ahead and continue with the story. And the music is mixed up. Hey, that guy looks hurt. Yeah, so we should save him. We're gonna fight Penniless. That's what I remember that's what I called him in chapter 2, Penniless. Because he's supposed to literally just be Pennywise, but Penniless. And then you don't do nothing, I remember. Put you to sleep. Go to sleep. Activate my willpower to increase me. Then you do nothing. As you can see. I don't know why I picked that. I need you to do ice. Strong attack. Awesome shot does nothing because I don't have enough for it. Okay. Bam. Level up. Let's see if that guy is alright. Hey, you good? Ice begins slapping the guy. He is dead. Originally, he was going to be a new character, but I decided to just leave him there as a mysterious dead guy. And then I wanted to learn... it's funny, for my first game, I'm actually impressed that I actually went through learning how puzzles work, because I was lazy. I didn't know how puzzles worked, and I don't know if I was ready to learn about that, but I went through with it because I wanted my first game to be exciting. Sort of puzzle. Well, sitting here won't do anything. Let's keep going. Yeah. So, when designing this puzzle, I made it fairly easy. because I wanted my first puzzle to be not hard at all, really, because it's the first puzzle, right? So why make it hard if we don't have to? Yeah, let's go to the next world. And we're almost there to the end, I feel. So yeah, this is actually I think this is the final area, actually. So yeah. Gee, this area feels empty. Now, a thing that a lot of players don't see, the other thing that I never got, I can't talk. A thing that I never got across to players that you can talk to the people again and even get some stuff out of it. You want to know something? Do you know anything about her sister? Sorry, I do not. You know anything about these monsters here? Nope, I only ever one time. Yeah. And then here comes the enemies that you fight, which is gonna be that. Oh no, wait. Oh, Ryan. Oh no. I just remembered Ryan is almost dead. Go ahead and do strong attack. You guys are not tough enemies, so we should be good. Yeah. Go. So she does some damage, but it's like not the best damage that could be done. You know what I mean? Like, look at Eleanor. See that? That's like I said, she was a joke character, so the point is that she couldn't do any damage. Like, her damage was always gonna be weak. Anyway, I wish I could go home. Yes? Do you know anything about her sister? I'm sorry, I don't. No, I'm sorry. The only thing I know about them is how annoying they are. Yep, sounds about right. We tried to leave, but this guy's blocking the exit. We tried to leave. Oh, okay. He doesn't have. Okay. And then obviously there's a music overlay because I didn't know how to get rid of the music. So, yeah. Anyway, you look in there. You see two girls laying down. They look tired. You look in there. You see two boys laying down. You look in there. You see two pigs. They seem to have a family. Dad snuggles next to the mother. I wanted that to be a symbolism for how Ice's family kind of is. At least her adopted family. Or not adopted, sorry. Or no, how her adopted family used to be is what I should say. But yeah. Help, I'm being attacked! No, I'm not gonna help you. I remember, there's supposed to be a side quest that's supposed to play. So yeah. And then, here's an Easter egg. Oh, 47, damn. Anyway, here's an Easter egg to one of my two favorite YouTubers, Dan and Aaron. Aaron, how did we end up in this crappy RPG game? And why are you repeating the video game boy? I'm the video game boy. I used to love Game Boys back then. Like, Game Boys was the shit back then. Triple attack, just to get this out the way. Go ahead and get these enemies dead. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if I can go in here, right? Can I go in here? Let me save. Because like I said, this is an old game, so I'm not sure what's bugged out and what's not. So, it seems to be locked. It doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Just do that. Why not? How did that miss? Whatever. Alright, so I forgot Ryan was kind of goated to win this area. I'm not sure what happened, but Ryan is apparently very goated. I'm surprised. He has like literally 62 health. He's almost dead, and he is surviving this like a champ. Yeah, might as well. I don't got any, I literally don't have anything to use magic on, so... Okay, perfect. Alright, next. Well, time to get rid of this, yeah. Good, now finally, okay. Well, let's go ahead and end this game. With this game, you're supposed to do one last mission, and that's kind of it. And that's fight these guys, so yeah. I kind of want to save up for that, so yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. For the final boss, yeah. This is sort of the final boss, but not at the same time. So, yeah, this is the final quest, though. Thank you for saving me. You can take that crystal over there. Thank you for saving me. You're welcome. Have fun staring at the wall. But, yeah. So with designing this area, I wanted every thing to look kind of comfy, like an area. Like I picture myself walking through this area, and this is what I would see. At least that's what I picture. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and end this. All right. Well, let's end this chapter, shall we? Oh, the chapter of the end of the chapter. Thank you for playing my game. Tune in for chapter 2. Yep, and just like that, that was Ice's Big Adventure Chapter 1. So, I gotta say, after replaying it, I can see why so many people liked it. Like I said, for me, I feel like I could have done better, and I definitely will in the future when it comes down to games. But I can see why people loved it now. Ice's Big Adventure just has that charm. It has that charm that you would love. That charm that will stick with you when you play it. So I can see why people like it so much. And yeah, when designing Ice's Big Adventure, I didn't think people would like it, but people love it, so I figured, fuck it, we're gonna continue we're gonna continue until people hate it, I guess, or just continue until I feel like the series should end. But other than that, yeah, that was Ice's Big Adventure Chapter 1. Tune in for Chapter 2. I'll go ahead and do a developer's perspective on that too. I'm not gonna do it tomorrow, but I'll do it next week because I got something planned for tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, have a nice day, and look forward to future content with Ice's Big Adventure.